Let's turn our attention to the Democratic Republic of Congo. This is a country in Central Africa and it has been dogged by conflict for more than 3 decades now. Numerous armed groups have fought over its eastern region, which is rich in minerals, and now this fight is escalating. The M23 group is making advances. They have entered Bukavu. Bukavu is a city of more than 1 million people in eastern DRC. This comes 2 weeks after another city in the region came under the control of the rebels. What does this instability mean for the country? Our next report tells you.
This is Bukavu, the second largest city in the mineral-rich eastern region of the Democratic Republic of Congo. It borders Rwanda and lies on the southern tip of Lake Kivu, which is an important transit point for the local mineral trade. Over the weekend, rebels from the M23 group entered Bukavu.
What does it mean to be a Rwandan? They are deceiving you to distract you. What I ask of you is to tell the army and the pro-government militia fighters hiding in houses to surrender. Understood? Because we know they are hiding in homes. We know they talk more than they fight. They have lost the war.
This came hours after M23 rebels seized the airport some 30 kilometers north. As they advanced towards the center of Bukavu, which is home to more than 1 million people, gunfire rang out. Shops and businesses closed down, and hundreds of thousands of people fled from their homes.
We want the authorities who are now in the city to help us with our security. Here in Bukavu, we have a serious problem with these young children who have already taken up arms. They are shooting in the neighborhoods, preventing people from going to work.
DRC has been in the grips of conflict for about 3 decades now, and M23, the ethnic Tutsi-led insurgent group, backed by Rwanda, has operated in its mineral-rich eastern region. They claim their goal is to eradicate fighters linked to the 1994 Rwandan genocide. But humanitarian organizations say this is simply a means for Rwanda to extract and export valuable minerals from the region. The Congolese government has accused Rwanda of sowing chaos in the region and exploiting the country. But Rwanda has denied such claims. The fighting is raging in the eastern region. The recent surge has worsened an already dire humanitarian situation. Last month, M23 seized Goma, which is the main city in DRC's east. The fighting has destroyed 70,000 emergency shelters in and around the city, leaving 350,000 people displaced. But taking Bukavu represents a new phase of turbulence for the region, and it is not a good look for DRC's President Felix Tshisekedi. The rebel group's rapid advancements weaken his legitimacy and are yet another blow to his government. What makes it even worse is that Tshisekedi was in Germany for a conference when chaos erupted back home. Despite international calls for peace, the conflict has drawn armies from in and around Africa, like Uganda, Angola, Burundi, as well as Belgium. According to reports, Bulgarian, Romanian, Belarusian, Georgian, Algerian, and French mercenaries have been involved in the conflict. So the latest advance by M23 rebels increases the risk of a greater regional war. The continent's heads of state echoed this worry as they met at the African Union Summit in Ethiopia this weekend.
We are all very, very concerned about an open regional war over Eastern DRC. This new escalation should not become an open conflict that will disrupt and impact on humanitarian activities and the already very weakened social fabric in the region. The only way to solve the problem in Eastern DRC is for all parties to sit around the table.
That may be true, but looking at the current scenario, there may be higher chances of the brutal fighting in DRC spiraling into a wider war than there are of getting all the parties to agree to a ceasefire.
We're calling the show Vantage. We hope you like what we've put together for you. Touted as the minimum two-ways defense from that video. India's neighbors were the first to send this special edition of Vantage live from the White House throughout the week. Yes, Hindu Mandir we're on our way to Tel Aviv. Pretty measure, but it's also the perfect way to drive.
I don't think that
Prime Minister of Bhutan, Sherin Tagwe. Welcome to
60% of the world's
office. Prime Minister Modi did the iron.
we were actually
How are you doing? How do you like? It's been 1 year since that meeting. Iron bars separate you from the outside. Out the vote efforts. Trump had, it says, and at $4.3 trillion, 300 billion by 2030. That's what we need to tackle climate change.